Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. By your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And by Thrivent, where finances and generosity are the ultimate double play.
A Sunday matinee in Houston doubles as a series finale as the Twins look to end the visit on a high note against the Astros. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Houston. I'm Audra Martin. Happy Father's Day to everyone in Twins territory. Between the coaching staff and the 26-man roster, there are 25 dads to 47 little ones, with 4 more on the way. And while they go to work at the ballpark, their own dads had many titles beyond just being a baseball dad.
My dad had a little part-time lawn care business when we were growing up, so that was probably it taught us a lot of hard work, and we like to complain, me and my brother did. So.
I would just mostly help my dad. He's a contractor, so I remember we had to go remove some chemicals from this house, and I got my first custom Rawlings after that.
So the first thing I actually really did, other than baseball, I would help my dad out with his job. He's an arborist, so a lot of tree cutting, a lot of tree removals. Sometimes he's delivering wood for people who order firewood or something like that, so I would help him out a lot with that.
Drywall. I was working with my dad's drywall business, hauling sheetrock with FBM, foundation building materials, so it's kind of in that industry.
Yeah, cutting grass since I was 10 years old at my house and the neighbors, and then washing the cars. I always had to wash the cars on the weekends. My dad made me do all that. And I did construction work with him since I was 13. He just wanted me to see that, if it didn't work out for me in baseball, then this is probably what I ended up doing, and I despised it. I didn't like it too much. So that's why I put all my focus on baseball, and I dedicated hours of the day, every single day, to baseball, because I didn't want to be putting out concrete walls for a living. It was hard work, really hard work. And I appreciate every time that he took me to work with him, because that way it motivated me to work even harder on the baseball field and chase my dream.
Again, happy Father's Day to everyone, including the dads of the Twins hitting staff. That's Matt Borgschulte with his father, Don. How about Trevor Amicone and his dad, Mark? And finally, Raiden Sierra with his beautiful little ones, Vivian and newborn Darian. Don't go anywhere, everyone. Father's Day finale comes your way next.
Back here at Houston, Minnesota Twins baseball on Twins TV is presented by Progressive. Final game of this series inside Daikin Park. Our builders and remodelers weather report: 90 degrees, partly cloudy outside. Roof is closed, nice and comfy inside this enclosed facility. Twins fans ready to see their team get back in the win column today. It's been a tough run here lately. Twins have dropped 7 of their last 9. And the Twins now against the AL West have played 18 games and 9 wins and 9 losses. New look for the Twins batting order today. As we mentioned during the top, no Byron Buxton, so Ryan Jeffers will bat leadoff today. Correa, 5 strikeouts, 8 at-bats so far in this series. Willie Castro, Ty France, Matt Walner, Jonah Bride at third base, Harrison Bader, Brooks Lee, Christian Vasquez back behind the plate for the second straight game. And the Twins with a predominantly right-handed hitting lineup. That's because they're seeing a lefty today as Brandon Walter throws for Houston.
Yeah, left-hander Brandon Walter making his 3rd major league start, his 12th appearance in the major leagues. You see 2 starts so far this year, fared pretty well. He's going to use this cutter 33% of the time. Sweeper, changeup, sinker, and occasional 4-seam fastball.
And defending behind Walter here today, the Astros making a few changes here for the 3rd game of this series. In the outfield, Cooper Hummel, Jake Myers, Cam Smith, the walk-off hit yesterday, Luis Guillorme, Jeremy Pena, Mauricio Dubon, Victor Caratini, and Yainer Diaz behind the plate as the Twins are seeing Walter's first home start And that first pitch is a cutter, and that's taken low and inside. And with that, we're underway here from Houston. Not the first time the Twins have seen Walter. In fact, Walter made his big league debut at Target Field out of the bullpen for the Red Sox back in June of 2023. And there's a strike on Jeffers.
He's going to throw a lot of cutters, especially to these right-hand hitters, just trying to get in on them and do some ground balls. 58% ground ball rate.
And especially with his sinker, his ground ball rate off that ground ball inducing pitch is very high. Picks up the tempo here, and Jeffers hits it foul off the screen. And now 2-2 on Walter. Walter did not throw either in the big leagues or the minor leagues last year while recovering from a left shoulder injury. He signed a minor league deal with the Astros in mid-August of last year. Here's the 2-2 to Jeffers. And that's pulled foul. Now Father's Day, and you see a whole lot of baby blue. Try to backdoor that breaking ball. Now a full count to Jeffers. Yeah, Mother's Day, we see plenty of pink. Father's Day, that baby blue to raise awareness for prostate cancer. And that's strike three, and Jeffers thought it was low. Instead, a strikeout, and Walter now 11 strikeouts and 11 1/3 innings thrown at the big league level this season. Doesn't walk many, and Jeffers is out number one.
Just a perfect 3-2 cutter. You see it came around, just clipped the bottom of the zone. Jeffers was wishing it was a ball, take a walk, but was able to get the call from home plate umpire Laz Diaz.
Now Carlos Correa, as the cutter misses inside for ball one. Carlos, one hit so far in his return to downtown Houston, a single, 5 strikeouts, 8 at bats, OPS over 940 against lefties. Chopped to third. That's a fair ball, played in foul territory by Guillorme. He throws out Correa, with Caratini coming off the bag and applying the tag. The veteran Luis Guillorme made that play in foul ground, and Correa bounces out, and 2 away here in the Twins' first inning.
It's a cutter from Walton. You can see Guillorme, nice pick on the short hop. You know, he didn't have a lot of time, so he got rid of it. Good play by the first baseman. Caratini to come off the bag and greet Correa.
So 2 down now, Willie. So ball one for Walter on all 3 hitters. Now the power numbers up significantly for Castro from this side of the plate this season. This is hammered to left down the line, and that is a foul ball. And boy, hopefully everybody's okay right there. I saw a dad with a young child on his lap. See that fan right there, and he lifted up his kid and said, hey, you know, pizza can fall, but you can't.
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
5-second rule, or maybe got the back of the chair. 1-2 on Willie. Second straight day, Castro batting in the number 3 slot in this lineup. Walter's first 2 starts on the road against Tampa Bay, most recently Cleveland, and that was home debut today. Astros right now have 6 starting pitchers on the injured list, and Houston has used 10 different starting pitchers. The Twins, meanwhile, if you don't include Justin Topa as the opener at Atlanta, have used 7. Got in on Willie, popped up, hooking foul. That will be in the seats behind the third base dugout.
That's a testament to how good their minor league system is, and going out and finding free agents. And their ability to help guys on the bump get better.
Houston optimistic about getting Spencer Arrighetti back relatively soon. 2-2, line to left center field. That's a base hit for Castro. Hummel cuts it off. And because of that, that'll hold Willie to a single. So another good swing from the right side for Castro. And the Twins have a man on here in a scoreless first inning.
Got him a breaking ball that he was trying to backdoor, but it leaked over the heart of the plate. And 2025, Castro hadn't missed many of those pitches. 1 for 4 yesterday with a base hit.
So now Ty France. First strike that Walter has thrown on pitch number 1 so far today. France did not reach yesterday, so with that, his run reaching base somehow, some way ended a career best run of 24 consecutive games. Now, Ty has done more damage against righties than lefties this season. Great month of June. Average power OPS over 800, hitting 340 this month. He saw that well on a changeup and a 2-1 count to Ty here in the first inning. Well, Ty, all those years with the Mariners, saw plenty of Houston pitching, 73 career games. Good numbers.
Ouch.
Ow.
With the cutter, and as often that Walton throws that, you'll probably see a few more of those this afternoon.
And France said thumbs up, but he'll need a minute here. But Nick Properesta will leave the dugout anyway and pay his first baseman a visit. Smile there. You can hear Ty say, "I'm good." Hawk, as a pitcher, when you see that swing, that result, the antenna go up, say, "Hey, let's go right back down and in."
I like to say my diabolical mind goes crazy, and I say, you know what? I'd like to see him do that again. Throw the cutter back in, or say change up away. He's thinking about the pitch coming towards him, that's for sure.
Willie at first, 2 down. Now Walter's 2-2. This one rolled back towards the mound. Walter barehand spins and throws him out. Twins get a single, don't score. Was Richardson, Houston native, on the mound when we come back. Now Joe Espada in his second year managing the Astros. Houston red hot, 10 games over 500, have the second best winning percentage at home in the American League. Only the Tigers have a higher winning percentage in their own ballpark. The Ford Houston lineup: Jeremy Pena is having a great season, looks like a first-time All-Star. Yainer Diaz, Jose Altuve DHing today. Caratini at first, Myers, Smith, Cooper Hummel, his first start in left, Dubon and Luis Guillorme, and Houston native Simeon was Richardson today for the Twins. And Pena, first pitch ready, pops it up, foul. France over on the track with the play, 1 out.
Simeon Woods Richardson making his 10th appearance this season, all as a starter. You can see he used that 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. I like to see him use that changeup just a little bit more frequently against right-hand hitters. But if he can, he's going to give up his hits. Not going to strike out a lot of guys, but if he can minimize the walks, he can get back to where he was in early April.
Curveball misses high, and Yainer Diaz for ball 1. We showed you the arsenal there, also at the bottom, a splitter. Now, Woods Richardson, his last 2 big league starts at Baltimore, at home on Tuesday against Texas. No changeup, splitters. Backing up, Bride, big hop, plays the ball low, throw, nice scoop by Ty France on the back end for out number 2.
After the last weekend that Bride had, I'm surprised he had enough arm strength to get that ball at first base. But great pickup, great concentration on a weird hop by Jonah Bride. You can see him, that's concentration and focus. Very nice. He made a nice throw and a good pick from Ty France.
Well, that's a tough play early in the game, and well done all around. Bride in France, so quickly 2 down on 3 pitches, and now Jose Altuve. A home run, a double. He's knocked in 3 in this series, DHing today. And he's ready always first pitch, and there's 95. And look, I thought with Woods Richardson being back here, he's pitched here before once as a Twin, but maybe a bit more amped up early in the game, velocity up, back in his hometown.
Well, hopefully he can sustain that. I like when he's at 95 because he's able to make a few more mistakes when he's throwing that hard. But you know, he's been here before. I don't know about being amped up. He understands, you know, where he is and what he needs to do and how he's going to go about it. I don't think he can you know, do his game plan if he's too hyped.
Look out, up
Nice
and inside
pitch.
94.
Very nice pitch right there by Simeon Woods Richardson. And you have to do that every so often, especially when you got guys that are in swing mode. And as we've seen so far the first 2 games in the series, Houston Astros are in swing mode. They know the Twins throw a lot of strikes.
Check swing, ground ball, right side. It's France. He'll feed Woods Richardson. Good start for Woods Richardson. 7 pitches and retires the Astros in order. They'll score at top 2. Matt Wallner will lead things off here momentarily. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. Hawk, as always, brought to you by Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota keys to the game. Take advantage of the opportunities. Twins had a couple opportunities yesterday, wasn't able to take advantage of it, and keeping Pena off base. And Simeon Woods Richardson did a great job getting him the foul out to tie France. And yesterday he was 0 for 4, and you can see the score of the game. When he's on base, he's the keys to the Ferrari. He makes it go. He makes this offense go.
Matt Wallner in right field today. Down a strike. 5 homers in 30 games for the Twins right fielder as Walter misses low. Against lefties, Walter has thrown, it's been a 3-pitch mix. It's been sinker, sweeper, and a 4-seamer. There's a sinker.
And while you're saying that, you can see in his glove, his pre-grip is a changeup, even to lefties.
And Kenta would do the same thing. He'd start with a splitter grip in his mitt and then modify.
Another sinker.
Good call, Hawk, and strikes out Wallner. Second strikeout for Walter. So 1 away.
See right there, 2-seamer. Ball just came back. Did what it was supposed to do, a little arm side run. And got Wallner to swing over the top.
As Jonah Bride stands well off the plate. Now closes up that front foot a little bit and down a strike. Rough go here for Jonah. 0 for his last 20. Bride was not in the original lineup. Brooks Lee was going to play third base. Willie Castro was going to be at second. This is popped up weakly, right side, and Dubon makes the play, and there are 2 down. Harrison Bader was going to be in left, Buxton in center, but then Byron scratched with the left elbow contusion, so the players moved around a little bit, and Bride into the lineup, playing third base. Harrison Bader, he's had a nice weekend here in downtown Houston. 2 for 3, a double, a walk, a stolen base. Had never played here inside this ballpark his entire career before Friday.
That's mind-blowing. The way the schedule's set up.
As we talked about, Bader, he debuted with the Cardinals in 2017. Astros became an American League team in 2013. Check swing, and he went. Diaz makes that call behind the plate. No appeal or help. And that's 3 up, 3 down in a 9-pitch inning for Walter.
As Corey mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Twins recalled Deshaun Kersey Jr. earlier today, and when asked why they didn't opt for an infielder to replace Royce Lewis, Rocco Baldelli said, honestly, right now we have several guys that can play multiple spots in the infield, and so the easiest player to have a distinct role and know exactly what is going to be asked of him is Deshaun Kersey Jr. He can defend really well, and there's always that explosive speed. That comes in handy when you are trying to generate some runs. So no surprise, Deshaun Kersey Jr. was all smiles here today. Tons of positivity, great, and glad to be back and ready to do exactly what is asked of him, guys.
Audra, thanks. This one Doink back of third, but Bryant is there. And Victor Caratini is out, number 1. So Kersey brings athleticism, brings speed. Twins don't have much team speed, as we have discussed throughout the weekend. And thinking about, another replacement, I'm sure Jose Miranda was an option, but Miranda's numbers are down. In St. Paul this year, he's hitting .210, power numbers down. I think it's important that if you're going to, replace a guy, that numbers do matter. If Miranda was raking right now with the Saints, I think it's a whole different conversation.
Well, he's definitely not having a great year down there, and it reminds me of the year when his shoulder was, because the one thing Miranda can hit. He can hit. I don't know if he's injured or not. I hate to speculate it, but the last time I saw him hit that poorly was when his shoulder was messed up.
And Miranda dealt with the injured hand earlier in the year. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jake Myers. 3 for 5. He's walked 3 times. He's been on base a ton here this weekend. Center fielder.
And we talk about the DNA of the Twins roster managed the last few years, and it's always about versatility. And Deshaun can play all 3 outfield positions. He can get in there and steal a base. Go to first to third, first to home if he needs to.
Now, Twins lost a 1-run game yesterday, Hawk. They've now lost their last 5 1-run games, 7 and 11 overall in 1-run games. First the 2-2 to Myers. And that's strike 3. Slider. And Myers is out, number 2. First strikeout for Woods Richardson. Let's take a look at this breaking ball here from Sim.
Great start. First 5 hitters for SWR. He's pitching backwards, not using the fastball that much, but his curveball and his changeup, his curveball and his slide has been very good. Got a lot of strikes so far with those 2 pitches.
So 2 down for Cam Smith. Walk-off hit last night. 3-2 the final for Smith. First walk-off hit of his life, any level. Pretty remarkable that Smith, here he is, a year removed from playing in the College World Series with Florida State.
Talented young fella.
First round pick by the Cubs, then traded to Houston as part of the package that sent Kyle Tucker from Houston to Chicago. Was a third baseman in college, right fielder in the pros. Yeah, getting back to Kersey too for a moment and the 1-run losses. You think about, okay, was there an option to come off the bench 90 feet? Could that have played a difference in some of these 1-run games? And the Twins now have that kind of player back on their roster. Lofted to right and routine for Wallner. And he'll make the play. That's 6 up, 6 down for Simeon Woods Richardson in his return to Houston. No score after 2. Twins have hitters 8, 9, and 1. Against lefty Brandon Walter and Brooks Lee. Smile there before this first at bat today. 14-game hitting streak for the switch hitting infielder. It's the longest active hitting streak in the game. 6 home runs. Tied the game yesterday with a home run while batting left-handed.
Two good takes right there by Brooks Lee. Like, he doesn't have a lot of movement in his setup. Not a lot of movement at all. Straight to the ball.
2-0 pitch, a swing and a drive into left field and deep. Back it goes and gone. On a 2-0 pitch, Brooks Lee puts the Twins on top with his 7th home run, and it's 1-0.
Stay hot, Brooks Lee. Stay hot. When you get to the count 2-0, and you get a pitch right there that you can do some damage with, that's what you should be doing with it. Good swing. Not a lot of movement. Watch this, straight to the baseball. And he knew it off the bat. Went a little further than when he hit yesterday.
He's found those Crawford boxes twice, and the helmet back out inside the dugout. His 7th home run, first hitting right-handed this year. How cool is that for Brooks Lee? He homered on Mother's Day, and now homers on Father's Day.
Very
Pink
cool.
bat back home, and the blue bat here in Houston. Dad Larry, Mom Liz, your boy doing well. 15-game hitting streak, best in baseball. Christian Vasquez pokes it out to center, and Jake Myers will put it away for out number 1. So the Twins have the lead on Brooks Lee's 7th home run. That home run is powered by Treasure Island Resort and Casino. For every Twins homer hit to the Treasure Island home run deck, Treasure Island donates $2,500 to the Twins Community Fund to support youth baseball and softball programs throughout Twins territory. Brian Jeffers struck out looking to begin the game today. Now Jeffers, and these numbers came up in a conversation I had with him in Sacramento. His first pitch swing percentage is down considerably. Now Jeffers last year was right around league average. How often a batter swings first pitch? League average around 30%. That's where Jeffers was last year. He's only 16% this year. Now at times it makes sense if he's hitting second, which he has often behind Byron Buxton. Byron swings at the first pitch at a very high rate. This is popped up on the infield, and coming in closer towards the mound is Victor Caratini, and there are 2 down. Yeah, you see your teammate swing first pitch, more likely you are inclined to take, so that is a part of it. But still, Jeffers believes those numbers will climb as the season continues. This Father's Day, join Major League Baseball in the fight against prostate cancer by learning about prostate health and the ways you can support this initiative. Visit MLBtogether.com/Father's Day for more information. Carlos Correa bounced out his first time. Your checklist of hitters when you were going over your reports, starter, bullpen arm, was first pitch swing percentage high on your list?
Yes, it was, because you, especially coming out of the bullpen in close games, the last thing you want to do is get ambushed. So you want to be well prepared for that, and you want to make sure, it doesn't mean you can't throw a first pitch fastball, but it better be well placed. And a lot of times you still get ambushed, but if I'm going to get ambushed, I would like to get ambushed and keep it in the ballpark.
Yeah. Makes sense. 1-2 on the Twins shortstop. This one tapped third base line. On the charge comes Guillorme. Bare hands throws, and it's not in time. Infield hit for Carlos Correa. Guillorme did that as well as he possibly could. Thick beard and all. And Correa's on to prolong this third inning.
Good changeup from Walton right there. And you can see you got Carlos out front. Like you said, good play. Of the Astros third baseman, Guillorme. Kind of reminds me of Casey McGee. A little bit.
Beard?
Yeah.
Ground ball left side, base hit left field. Castro 2 for 2. And Correa advances 90 feet down to second. So Willie adding 2 of those great numbers, hitting right-handed. And now let's see if Ty France can keep it going. And this is where France has been fantastic. 2 outs, runners in scoring position. Here he is right now looking to build on a 1-0 lead.
Nice to see the Twins push across a couple more. or at least one.
So Castro at first, Correa's at second.
Oh. It's that cutter from the same pitch that he fouled off his leg.
This is where France has thought about up the middle and the other way. The deeper the count goes the other way, that time to right, sending Cam Smith back, carrying. Smith jumps in, makes the play right at the wall. So Ty France comes a few feet shy of a 2-out, 3-run homer. Smith makes the play, ending the inning. But the Twins are on the board. Brooks Lee now a 15-game hitting streak. Homered on Mother's Day, does so on Father's Day. Yeah, Brooks Lee's first home run, hitting right-handed. Puts the Twins on top 1-0. His second home run in this series. All the Twins' runs so far in this series have come via the home run. One today. Twins hit one homer yesterday. It was a lead 2-run shot. Twins hit 3 solo homers on Friday. Cooper Hummel leads off. Ground ball right side. Diving stop made by France. Feeds Woods Richardson. A beauty from Ty France. Man, has his defense improved this year. He grades out highly in every category, including outs above average. Adds to that, robbing Hummel of a leadoff hit here in the 3rd inning.
It's all-around great play, especially by Ty France. He gets on his feet, and you can see Simeon Woods Richardson didn't hesitate. Knew he had to get over there in a hurry. Perfect throw. He practiced that a few hundred times in spring training. And for you young first basemen out there, Ty didn't get up and throw a changeup to first.
To short and Carlos Correa. Well, we mentioned the Astros, they swing early. They have done that today and quickly tune out.
Yeah, I love the work Builders and Remodelers did for me, and you will too. Go to buildersandremodelers.com and see for yourself.
Just talking about the throw that Ty France made over to first base. He didn't throw a changeup. When you lob the ball like that, it kind of throws off the timing of the play. When you fire it over there, everything works perfect.
Well, this has to be a take, right? 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, it got to be a take.
Well, batting gloves for the veteran Luis Guillorme.
Oh, let's go, Laz.
Now, Guillorme, he's been with several organizations, big league time with the Mets, Braves, Angels, Arizona, and now Houston. 95 for strike 1 from Woods Richardson.
I've always said this, CP. I am a fan of any professional baseball player that hits and doesn't use batting gloves. You know how seasoned your hands have to be to take that many swings with nothing. My favorite no batting glove guy is Moises Alou.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker, all those years playing here, he rarely wore batting gloves. Oh, 3-2 on Guillorme. Chokes up a little bit. Full count to the left-handed batting third baseman. And Woods Richardson struck him out. Fastball at 94, so Simeon is perfect through 3, has struck out 2 so far today. Happy Father's Day. We know the Wallner family tuning in today in Forest Lake. John Wallner with his son, a young moose in training. Now he's just full out moose.
Young moose.
Here he is leading off the 4th inning. And Wallner chops it to first. That's a fair ball. Picked behind the bag by Caratini. And Wallner is out number 1.
Both teams are very aggressive. First, second pitch. Both got pitchers. Pitch counts are relatively low.
The Twins have been in this run seeing many opposing left-handed starters. That will continue into Cincinnati after the off day Monday. Lefty Andrew Abbott and his ERA sub 2. We'll see the Twins on Tuesday night. Fry popped out his first time. This is the final regular season meeting between the Twins and the Astros. No matter what happens today, Houston won the season series this year. It's a foul ball. Twins, though, looking to avoid being swept in Houston for the first time since 2022.
Looking at Walter's pitch mix. He has the 2-seam fastball with the cutter. He's going east and west, and he has a 4-seam also occasionally. Love to see him use that changeup. You can see him with the pre-grip on the changeup.
Has thrown only 2 4-seam fastballs today. It's been cutter sweeper heavy. Hard hit right side, backing up though Dubon. 2 down. Suites at Target Field can accommodate groups of many sizes and are now available in 5-game packages. Entertain your clients, build relationships, and enrich your company's culture. Learn more and lock in your suite today at twins.com/premium. Harrison Bader with 2 down. Now Brooks Lee found himself into this exact count last inning and did not miss a fastball and homered to the Crawford boxes and left.
2-seamer.
Two and 2 on Harrison Bader. Walter originally drafted by the Red Sox and got in on Bader. So Harrison making a bat change here for his second at bat. Not uncommon. Mother's Day, Father's Day, guys will begin with the blue or the pink bat. Then that second at bat. I think it depends how they did that first at bat.
A lot of guys are very superstitious and don't just want to go up there and show their appreciation, but get back to the regular schedule and what they're familiar with.
Well, case in point, the guy on deck, yeah, that blue bat worked fine last inning. So, yeah, let's ride with that one more time.
It don't matter. You just see the ball, hit the ball.
Again, the 2-2 to Bader. Seven pitches so far this at bat. 2 changeups, a couple of sinkers. Breaking ball, sweeper, and Bader strikes out for the second time. It's a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Walter. Bottom 4, Twins up by 1. Jeremy Pena will lead off the inning for Houston. The Home Depot getting it done. This young man has been doing just that, having a marvelous season and really thriving here in the month of June. Incredible numbers, average power, and this guy destined for his first All-Star game next month. Chops to third. That's a foul ball. I was surprised that Jeremy Pena, man, this Houston lineup for years has been loaded with talent, but has never been to an All-Star game, considering his rookie season was 2022. And he was not only the MVP of the championship series, but also the World Series. First rookie ever to do that. MVP both of those rounds.
His first 3 years in the big leagues, and it looked like he's headed to having a fourth really good year at such a young age. Defensively, offensively, he can do it all.
8 straight playoff appearances for the Astros, and Woods Richardson, quick work of him, strikes him out on a slider. So 10 up, 10 down. So 1 away here in the 4th inning. And before Diaz bats, let's check in with Audrey.
Buxton may be out of the lineup today, but he was all smiles this morning thanks to a very special delivery from his family. With the help of Mom Lindsay, Brixton, Blaze, and Bear designed custom cleats with special messages and things that they all like to do together, like video games, fishing, and playing cards.
We're fine, Audra, no problem. Routine.
All right. Well, Buxton was very touched, and guys, I think it is safe to assume he may do a little campaigning to get into this game one way or another so he can put them to use, but he is right in front of me here in the dugout, and he does have them on.
That's awesome. Audra, thanks. Great family. Boy, especially Brixton, his oldest son. What is Brixton now, 11, 12? Every time I see him, I'm like, dude, you're bigger than me. Not saying a whole lot, but still, he's 11 or 12 years old, but just a great family.
And he hit
So
bombs,
kind.
too.
Oh, man.
He hit bombs.
There's Dad. Hopefully we see him today. Off day tomorrow. And back in the lineup, no doubt, certainly on Tuesday. Another weak ground ball. Altuve to Correa on the run. Throws him out. And Woods Richardson is through 4 efficient innings today. Altuve grounds out for the 2nd time, and the inning is over. There's the family, Byron and the 3 boys. Happy Father's Day to the Buxton family. Twins have a 1-0 lead thanks to this guy. Home run to left field back in the 3rd inning. Brooks Lee will lead off the 5th. It's Brandon Walter lined up the middle, and Lee now 2 for 2. He's barreled up 2 today. A home run, now a single, and the leadoff man is on. It's both been Lee for the 2nd time today. So Lee smiling for good reason. Let's go back to Mother's Day back at Target Field against the Giants. Lee with a home run, and then today Father's Day with the blue bat. Finds the Crawford boxes in left.
See, what does he have left? His own birthday. If it's during the season.
Vasquez lined to left field, sinking, and that's going to hang up and caught by Hummel. Lee back to first base, 1 out. Twins to homer on both Mother's and Father's Day. Brooks Lee, Carlos Santana last year, Matt LeCroy.
Big country.
Back in 2005. That's a good note there from our Twins hot corner.
Lee Croy. Remember his first major league camp, CP. We're in spring training. Young guys got to get up, tell us where they're from, what college they went to. And LaCroix stands up. My name is Matthew LaCroix. I'm from Belton, South Carolina, and I like chicken.
And that was it.
That was it.
Great one of your favorite? Yeah, I was going to say
Great
one of your favorite teammates.
Great teammate. Great teammate. And I think in 2018, and when Tori and I were the Futures team coaches in Washington, I called LaCroix. It was the first call I made to see if he wanted to be on staff, and he gladly accepted.
And Ryan Jeffers hit by a pitch. So the Twins have 2 on for the 2nd time today. Twins do not have a hit yet in this series with a runner in scoring position. So Jeffers on Father's Day, #1 dad right there. So Jeffers is on to 2nd. Brooks Lee meeting at the mound, and now Carlos Correa. And Twins 0 for 1 today. Runners in scoring position, 0 for 8 in the series. That's been a rarity. The Twins have been so good in that area for the better part of the season.
I think the Twins can take advantage of some of the situations.
One more note on LeCroy because he stopped by the booth last year. Matt still managing the AAA Rochester Red Wings in the Washington Nationals system. And Matt was back at the ballpark in downtown Minneapolis. Paid us a visit a year ago. Queued up the first base line. That'll be played by Caratini as the runners advance. So 2 down. It's up to Willie Castro.
Shop Rally House for the best selection of team gear and local gifts. From the most popular styles to the hottest trends, there's something for every fan at Rally House.
2 outs, runners in scoring position. Willie's been magnificent. 375. Could use a knock right now.
Guy was going at the plate. 2 base hits so far this afternoon.
And sticking with the blue bat. Willie, with his 3 kids, welcomed his 3rd during spring training.
Willie got 3 girls. Very nice.
Two balls and no strikes on Castro. Walter about to throw his 70th pitch. Shaking out the hand.
Got that off the end of the bat. It looks like Astros. Brandon Walter's going to try to stay away from Castro.
Lee and Jeffers on. 2 down. Twins by 1. .268, second best in baseball. Scoreboard asks the fans to make some noise. They do that. Walter brings his glove up to hear pitch count. 2 on, 2 out.
Take Castro.
Ty France on deck if Castro extends the inning. Brooks Lee, healthy lead at third base.
Base hit, ball 4.
There's France. Once again, the 3-2 Walter to Castro. Inning over. Locked up on a fastball, so Castro strikes out. The Twins lead 2 in scoring position. Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Thrivent, where finances and generosity are the ultimate double play. Simeon was Richardson, 31 pitches, strike 1, 10 of the first 12 batters he has seen. Victor Caratini leads off. Update those numbers now. 11 of 13. Key today because Woods Richardson on Tuesday, strike 1, only 13 of 26 batters faced. Caratini popped out to Jonah Bride. His first time up. Just making his second start of the season defensively at first base. He DH'd last night. Another pop-up. Now again, Bride will call for it. One away.
Really enjoying the pitch sequences from Simeon Woods Richards and Vasquez. Early on, first pitch breaking ball, whether it was a curveball or the slider. Started implementing some fastballs last inning. Just keeping these hitters so far off balance.
It hasn't been predictable. There's a first pitch curveball to Jake Myers.
Yeah, that's the one thing you do not want to be at the major league level, is predictable. You will not survive.
Left of short, Correa dives, kicks off his glove, and no play. First hit for the Astros today. Good effort from Correa. Hit off the glove and then ricocheted behind second base, so Myers is on. First time the Astros have a man reach here today.
Not sure if he actually feels that ball clean. He's going to be able to throw Jake Myers out. He runs pretty well.
11 stolen bases for Myers. Stays put. And now Woods Richardson in the stretch, and a breaking ball strike on Cam Smith.
A lot of first pitch curveballs to Astros right-hand hitters. Something he's hadn't done a lot of since he's been at the major league level. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. Need one of those every now and then.
Well, Bob Gibson said it best. Half that plate is mine.
And you see it in slow motion. It's not really as close as it appears.
1-2. So Woods Richardson out of the stretch for the first time all day. Couple of nods there.
Get him swinging with the sweeper, cutter off the plate.
And Smith will take time out here. Cooper Hummel on deck. Myers at first, one out. Runner goes, and the pitch hit foul. It's a 95 from Woods Richardson. He averages 93 with his fastball.
Simeon's pretty quick to the plate. I'd like to see if we can get us to strike him out, throw him out.
So Myers ran before, stays here. 2-2 pitch, fouled back again. Bell tie fastball from Woods Richardson. So some fastballs here as he's setting up the slider.
Definitely looks that way. Looks like he's trying to go higher and high with the fastball, see if he can get the swing and miss. But it's time to throw that sweeper or the fastball in.
Check on Myers, and nearly threw that one away as France going to come off the bag to catch that. It's been a 6-pitch at bat so far to Cam Smith. Last 2 four-seam fastballs. Myers stays 2-2.
Good take by Cam Smith. See the sequence. Only 3 fastballs. Big pitch right here.
Runner goes 3-2. A swing and a foul, and down goes Smith. And he's in pain, hopping noticeably around home plate.
Ouch.
Now, the Astros are dealing with several injuries right now, both with their staff and position players. Yordan Alvarez is out, recovering from a fractured bone in his hand. Chas McCormick's on the IL. Isaac Paredes is not on the IL. Haven't seen him all weekend. He's dealing with a hamstring injury.
According to Cam Smith, fouled that ball off his back knee. Right at the top, right where the quad meets the knee. It's one thing I've never done. I can't remember ever doing it, even in amateur ball, but that can't feel good.
No.
Not at all.
Joe Espada still taking a look at his rookie outfielder. The game-winning hit last night, first career walk-off for Cam Smith, only 22 years old. He'll stay in the game. It's a 13-pitch inning for Sims so far. Had 31 pitches through 4. Ninth pitch coming up. Myers at first. Again he runs, and the payoff pitch fouled back. Three single-digit innings in terms of pitches thrown for Woods Richardson.
Definitely helps the pitch count.
Again, runner goes 3-2. He walked him. Throw to second base won't matter. It's a ball. So Smith draws a walk. Lengthy plate appearance, and the Astros have 2 on for the first time today. So a 10-pitch plate appearance, and Smith is aboard. First walk for Woods Richardson, and now Cooper Hummel. A good visit here from Pete Mackey. And a reset here for Woods Richardson. Hummel today appearing in his 85th major league game. Was an 18th round pick by Milwaukee in 2016. He's been with Arizona, Seattle, Baltimore, Houston. Second time he's been to the Astros organization. So Correa defends up the middle. Bride wide of the bag at third. 2 on, 1 out in the 5th. First jam for Woods Richardson today, and there's ball 1.
Situations like this, you have to keep in mind, if you're on that mound, you're 1 pitch away. It's a ground ball, a double play, get your guys back in dugout so they can create some offense.
And Woods Richardson has created quite a few ground balls today. 4 ground balls, and that's been a number that has dropped for Woods Richardson overall this season. Lower ground ball rate so far, but he's induced quite a few so far. Now the 1-1. Here's a ground ball, but foul. Cooper Hummel, 30 years old. He's a switch hitter. Woods Richardson ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes his 50th pitch thrown today. He struck him out. Went off speed.
Worked so hard to get ahead in the count 1-2. You see a really good changeup from Simeon Woods Richards. That had a different look to it, CP. That didn't look like his changeup before. See, that was a split finger with that action. Really good pitch.
So 2 down, and now Mauricio Dubon, who's 0 for 1 today, and down a strike on a foul ball here in the 5th inning. Now Dubon, he bounced out to Correa earlier. He's 0 for his last 13. And Dubon's played all over this weekend. That's part of his skill set. Seen him at third, second, outfield. Knocked down by Vasquez. Twins have France, Wallner, Bride coming up in the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mauricio Dubon. To center field, Harrison Bader playing him perfectly. A 2-hand catch. And Woods Richardson works out of it. 2 on. They don't score. Twins by 1 after 5. Let's take a look at our Coors Light beating the pressure and Father's Day and Justin Morneau. June 17th, 2007, a walk-off home run. Father's Day as the Twins beat Milwaukee 10-9. Boy, 33 jacked. Jacked. Look at that guy.
Probably about 114 exit velo.
And there he is right now. Yeah, buddy. There you go. Again, no reason to wear TV makeup on radio, pal, but stay hot.
Sinker running away from Ty Francis' bat on the outside half of the plate.
France pulls it to left down the line of the corner, turning and foul. It's 3:15 down the left field line, but that one yanked into the stands. 0-2. You know, when you have a run like Ty was on, reaching base safely in 24 straight games, you don't change a whole lot. And sure enough, looking at Ty today, he is clean shaven. France has bounced out and flied out to right today. Nearly home run. Nearly hit a home run. His last at bat, Cam Smith, with a leaping catch just shy of the wall and right. Back in the 3rd inning. Wallner on deck. Brock Stewart warming up in the bullpen. It's a foul ball. France, who fouled the pitch earlier today off of his ankle, off of his shin. '81st pitch from Walter is on the way. And now 3-2. So here was Ty, yesterday on base streak going, and certainly more facial hair yesterday. And then clean shaven today. Strikes out. 6th strikeout for Walter. So 1 away here in the Twins' 6th inning. Audra?
I mentioned earlier there will soon be 4 new members of the Twins family. We talked about one a few weeks ago with baby Jeffers due in August, but congratulations are also in order for Justin Topa and his wife Trisha, who are expecting their 2nd daughter in September. And how about a first-time dad? That guy at the plate. That's right, Matt Wallner and his wife Sydney are expecting a baby girl in August. There is one more baby announcement to come when the time is right, but congratulations to all of our expecting families, guys.
Audra, thanks. And Wallner lines one to right center field in the alley, but over is Smith to make the play for out number 2. So Topa looks off in the bullpen. And Wallner, a good swing, lines out. So 2 away, and now Bride. He's 0 for 2 today and now hitless over his last 22 at bats.
Brandon Walter just filling up the strike zone. Using that 2-seam fastball, sweeper and the cutter, and that changeup. Well located.
Yeah, Walter, he earned this promotion. He was throwing well at AAA before he got a chance to debut with the Astros in May. Led the PCL at the time of his promotion in ERA. And strikes out Bride. So Walter's been tough today. 6 innings. He has allowed 1 run. And the Twins are going to their bullpen, it looks like, here when we come back. Now Simeon was Richardson, his second start back in his hometown. Indeed, he is done for the day. 5 innings, no runs, 53 pitches. He threw strike 1 to 14 of 17. And going back to the strikeout of Cooper Hummel last inning, it is that new look splitter.
I love the feature of the split finger. You can see the motion, the depth that that pitch had. Registered as a changeup, but I knew something was different, CP, the way that ball was, the action in the zone. Very nice pitch.
The Twins have a rested bullpen. Brock Stewart takes over with a 1-run lead. So something we have seen Rocco and the Twins do when Joe Ryan was coming up, Bailey Ober was coming up. It was rare that those guys got a chance to see a lineup a third time. And was Richardson, despite a great showing and the pitch count very low. It's Stewart here taking over in a 1-run game in the 6th.
He threw 15 balls in 5 innings. That's pretty impressive. Impressive outing by SWR. Brock Stewart making his 21st appearance. It was this 4-seam fastball. See, the second pitch was a changeup, a sweeper, cutter, and we'll mix in some sinkers.
He struck him out 97. First appearance this weekend for Stewart. And there is out number 1 here in the Astros 6th inning. You can stream Twins games in market with a Twins TV subscription. And now you can watch every Twins game for the rest of the year for only $37.99 with a limited time Father's Day offer. Give your dad the gift of baseball. Twins baseball, twins.tv for all the information. Now thinking ahead here, Twins bullpen. You know, Joan Duran, yes, took the loss last night. He's good to go today. Louis Varland is good to go. Griffin Jacks, remember, he did throw Friday in the lopsided loss and threw again yesterday. So is Jacks down today? With an off day tomorrow, haven't seen Jacks go 3 straight days yet this season.
This season, how many times in his career has it happened? Not often.
2 balls and no strikes on Pena, who's 0 for 2 today.
Low cutter, well located. He's done a great job the last 2 games of keeping Pena off the base pads, so they can continue that trend. See a defensive swing on another cutter from Brock Stewart. He's back in the count, so if you can put him away. I like to see him go with the breaking ball.
And this season, too, look at those numbers. 3rd time batting average alone, almost 390. If the Twins have, I think, a bigger lead, I think he goes back out.
Yes. Yeah. It gives him, you know, get the walk away from this outing.
2 down as the beef goes upstairs and Pena strikes out. So 2 down.
Get the walk away from this outing with really good feeling. You see where Vasquez is target at. Stewart pounds that target and Got Pena to swing over the top. Another good job of Twins hitters keeping Pena off first base.
So 2 down, and now Yainer Diaz, who's 0 for 2 today. To the right side, France will take it himself to the base, and a 1-2-3 6th inning for Brock Stewart. And the Astros are done quickly here in the home half of the inning. Twins coming up in the 7th, leading by 1, but we keep it here for today's Twins Insider. Last week we were joined by Cody Clemens during batting practice, and Glenn Perkins, he asked Cody about his dad, the legendary and 7-time Cy Young winner Roger Clemens.
Every kid grows up competing against their dad, knowing at some point they're going to be stronger than them or better than them at whatever it is they compete against them at. I'm sure you had to face your dad in some of his off seasons, some of the winter times, I guess it would be, or your off seasons. When was the time where it kind of flipped to where you felt like you had an upper hand against him?
It's hard, man. He's a strong man. In everything we do. I mean, we play golf, he's still hitting the ball 300 yards. And I'm trying to he sometimes passes me and, lets me know that he did. But I guess, I don't know how, I guess the only thing I could get him at is when, my brothers and I, we would always wrestle, growing up, just roughhousing and stuff in the house. But once I got a little bigger and stronger and he was getting up there in age a little bit, I could take him down.
And there is Cody on the bench here today, and Roger expected to be here as well today. These guys, of course, live here in the Houston area, and there is Roger with a young Cody Clemens. And Cody grew up coming to games here and going to Astros games, a couple of home runs here. And there is Dad. It's been a blast to see him, get to know him after Cody joined the team earlier in the year. And Roger was in Boston for Cody earlier in the year. His first game ever playing at Fenway Park, and Cody hit that memorable late home run that propelled the Twins to a series win in Boston and began the winning streak. It started at Fenway Park.
It's been a very nice addition to the Twins, Cody Clemens. And he almost said, my father started gaining weight.
Careful.
Careful.
The greatest father-son strikeout duo in the history of the game. 4,674. That guy 4,672. Cody with 2 punch-outs. Harrison Bader leads off, and Walter back out for the 7th.
Walter with a good changeup. And that pitch looks just like the two-seam fastball. They're both running away from these right-hand hitters.
Walter has struck out Bader twice. Make it 3 times. 8 strikeouts for Walter, who came in with 10 strikeouts and 11 big league innings this season.
2 changeups. Fastball in the same area as that first changeup. Swing through. There's 3 strikeouts for Harrison Bader.
Now Brooks Lee, who has 2 hits against Walter today, and so far Lee's home run the difference in this game. A homer in the 3rd, singled in the 5th. Bounces to 3rd and foul. Houston activates its bullpen. Sean Dubin. Getaway day for the Astros. They head to Sacramento. And Lee dumps this one to left center field. He's 3 for 3.
Stay hot, kid.
And sticking with that light blue bat for a 3rd plate appearance. Why not? 3 knocks today.
Very nice changeup from Walton, and just even better hitting from Brooks Lee. Not doing a whole lot. He's able to dump that ball in the center field. Just a good piece of hitting.
So now Christian Vasquez 0 for 2. Vasquez won a world championship with the Astros in 2022. Now Vasquez here on Father's Day. There are the Vasquez children, 3 boys. Diego, Dylan, and Daniel. 1-2. Twins bullpen, there is Louis Varland. Houston will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Altuve, Caratini, and Myers. Twins have dropped their last 5 games decided by a single run. Check swing, and Vasquez went. Joe Espada will leave the Houston dugout, and looks like he will lift Brandon Walter from this game. He'll get a big hand. He was tough today. Bullpen going to work for the Astros. Bullpen now in play for the Astros. A very good bullpen, and righty Sean Dubin is out for the first time this weekend.
Dubin making his 15th appearance of the season. Another one of those really good arms in that Astro bullpen. 4-seam fastball, curve, sweeper, changeup, and a very 2% chance you might see a sinker.
Lee at first base, 2 down. Ryan Jeffers, his 4th plate appearance today. Flare to right field, shallow. Smith coming on. That'll land. So Jeffers out for the 2nd time today, and the Twins have 2 on with 2 out. And Carlos Correa, another at bat with a runner in scoring position here this weekend.
It's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. You see that ball is a little in on Jeffers. They're to muscle that ball out into right field.
There is Ryan and his beautiful daughter Harper and Alama. The Twins had kind of a fun day during spring training.
Petting zoo day.
Petting zoo came to the ballpark.
Compliments of Rocco.
Very nice of him.
Yep.
Strike called on Correa. Dubin doesn't blow you away with big strikeout numbers. He does induce, though, quite a bit of chase. He's been forcing hitters to expand out of the zone. Laid off that time, 1-1. And Dubin last year, ERA was over 4. It's under 2 this year.
He started off the season on the IL. Reinstated on May 11th with shoulder inflammation. Like I say, throw it down the middle. He can't hurt you.
Lee at second, Jeffers at first. 2-1. And foul. Fastball there at 94.
He threw it down the middle.
Two on, 2 out. Twins by 1. Jammed him, popped it up, and the catch made by Diaz. Twins now 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 11 this weekend And they strand 2 more. It remains a 1-0 game. But first, we keep it here on this Father's Day Sunday for God Bless America here from Daikin Park in downtown Houston.
And on this Father's Day weekend, we kindly ask that you please rise now and join us as we not only take pause to honor our great nation, but to salute those who defend our freedom each and every day. We're happy to welcome in Tyler Lewis. Please join him now for the singing of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, through the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Bottom 7 from here in Houston. Twins have a 1-0 lead. Our game summary: outstanding start from Simeon Woods Richardson, the Houston native. 5 innings, 1 hit, struck out 4. Brooks Lee's had a great day, 3 for 3, a home run. And then Brandon Walter, outstanding start for the Astros, struck out 9, 6 2/3 innings. And we saw Brock Stewart in the 6th, and now we see Louis Varland-Hawk here in the 7th.
Yeah, Varland making his 34th appearance out here for his, trying to get his 12th hold of the season. You see the 4-seam fastball, curveball, a sinker, changeup, and slider. He's going to come right at you. Average velo on that 4-seam, 98 to 100 miles an hour. The ground ball rate is elite.
And a strike. A slider to Jose Altuve, 0 for 2 today.
The first time in this series he hadn't swung at one of the first 2 pitches.
Vasquez sets up down and away. And this is popped up behind the plate, and that will be in the seats. So 1 and 2 strikes on Altuve. Now Varland against righties. Despite his overpowering velo, more strikeouts with his curveball than his fastball against right-handed batters. Ooh, runs in, and Varland hits Altuve, and that had to hurt. 99, and he is down.
Just a fastball in. I'm all for pitching in. You can see Altuve diving towards the plate because he's standing so far off the plate. You can see him dive in and then try to make up the difference, trying to get out of the way. The ball hits him in his right forearm.
It's the second batter Varland has hit all year.
Ouch. It's a tough spot.
Altuve DHing today, so won't impact him at all defensively. And looks to be smiling, and wow.
See first base coach Dave Clark smiling with Altuve.
So now the tying run is on. First time the Astros have put the leadoff man on all day. Altuve not running the same as he used to. As Caratini ground ball right side, Twins have a chance. 2nd for 1. Correa's return, double play. Lee, Correa to France. So 1 pitch after plunking Altuve. Varland induces a ground ball off the bat of Caratini, and the Twins turn a timely, thriving double play.
Varland's done a great job this year inducing ground balls in a perfect time. 4.63 It's a great play by Brooks Lee. Momentum taking him over to second base. Oh.
That's where he was trying to go. I think we just saw the pitch that he threw there to Myers. That's where Varland was trying to go against Altuve.
Right, and you can see Myers wasn't diving into the plate like Altuve was.
Varland missed a spot there. Vasquez down and away. That curveball backed up. No balls and 2 strikes on Jake Myers. 1 for 2 today.
Nice.
Well, that was a good pitch anyway. Just off the corner.
I always say, how do you not swing at that pitch? Well, you know what? Can't hit it. Why swing at it?
This is Varland's first appearance in this series. Louis last threw 4 days ago at home against the Rangers.
Punch out. Four-seam fastball.
Ready for the 2-2 to short, and Correa throws out Myers, and the inning is over. So Varland hits a batter, recovers a double play ball and a ground out, and a scoreless 7th for Louis Varland. Father's Day with his dad Wade.
There's a Jace Tingler with his sons Gabe and Gio, and if Gabe and Gio are out there watching this, Dad says hi. Made it a point to come over and ask if your picture was going to be on the broadcast, so I'm happy to help out Jace Tingler. As we now take a look at our upcoming schedule, brought to you by Progressive. One more here in Houston against the Astros, and then guys, it'll be nice to have a day off on the road in Cincinnati, and then the Twins will be back home at Target Field.
Audra, thanks. Good start here to the 8th inning. Willie Castro to the right field corner. He'll make second base, and a leadoff double here in the 8th inning. So Castro 3 hits today, 2 singles and now a double, and the Twins have an insurance run, big insurance run at second base with nobody out.
Great opportunity here to add on. See if they can get that runner Castro over to third base. See fastball just over the middle end. On the right side or the left side. Castro's not going to miss those pitches.
11th double for the All-Star from last year, Willie Castro. Ty France 0 for 3 today. Standing with runners in scoring position, just shy of 370.
Ooh.
So Castro at second base with nobody out. France to right, that'll slice foul. Ty, better numbers against righties than lefties. Slugging .379 against lefties. And the OPS over .720 against righties. Up the middle, gloved by Dubin, and Castro now in a rundown.
Got to get to second, Ty France.
And they tag him out. And Ty stays at first base. So Castro stood up in between second and third base and allowed Dubin to run right at him. We could see Willie trying to make that move to third base, Hawk, to your point, to allow Ty any time to get to first.
It's a great play right here by Sean Dubin. And And you young pitchers, he did a great job. He ran right at him. And he made Castro decide which way he was going to go, and Castro didn't feel like going back and forth, so he just stayed there for the tag.
As the base runner, does Willie have to see that ball through, or tough to read with the ground ball back to the mound?
It's really tough to read with a ground ball back to the mound, because you're already going into your secondary, and the pitcher gets you. You're in the middle of nowhere.
So Dubin departs. Pitching change here in Houston. Eighth inning, Twins clinging to a 1-0 lead. Pitching change in Houston's second appearance this weekend for lefty Bennett Sousa.
Sousa making his 20th appearance of the season. Had a scoreless inning on Friday night with 1 strikeout. Feature slider, a 4-seam fastball, a 2-pitch guy.
One of 4 lefties in the Houston bullpen. And Matt Wallner, double play ball to the right side. One there, return throw, and dug out, and a double play. So a promising start to this inning. Leadoff double from Castro. Then he's caught down in a rundown, a double play. Twins don't score. So again, Griffin Jax, back-to-back games he has thrown. So it's Louis Varland for another inning. Defensive change for the Twins and right. Matt Wallner departs, and Deshaun Kersey Jr. took the roster spot of Royce Lewis, is into the game and now is in right field. Cam Smith leads off, and down a strike. Only once this season has Varland been asked to record more than 3 outs. Inning and a third worked at home against Kansas City on May 25th. Line to left field. This one trouble towards the wall. That's in play off the wall. Played well by Castro. Pivots and gets it back into second, and holding Smith to a long single. But Willie played that wonderfully. And Smith remains at first. Leadoff man is on.
Cam Smith just missed tying this game up. Great play by Castro. Baseball, a game of inches. A strong throw into second base. Keep him at first. He's still got the double play in order.
See if Hummel shows bunt here. He does not, as a breaking ball misses inside, ball 1. Momentum. It happens in this game. Twins had momentum on their side. Leadoff double did not cash in. And maybe some of that now inside that first base Houston dugout. Hummel 0 for 2 today. Smith starts and stops. So 2-0.
It was just looking like he wanted to. He wasn't trying to steal second. Good 2-0 breaking ball from Varland. See Hummel squared around the bunt.
Draws Bride in a bit more at third base with that show a moment ago. Showing, pulling back, 3-1. Dubon on deck. Showing bunt and rolls it up the first base line. Vasquez will throw to first for the out, but sac bunt laid down by Hummel. And his second game with the Astros, that moves Smith, the tying run, into scoring position.
It's a good bunt from Cooper Hummel. He bunted that ball up the first base line. Far enough to the line where Varland couldn't get to it, and Vasquez going in that direction. You see him follow the ball. Good job by Vasquez getting the ball over to Hummel's head into France's glove.
Ground ball to short, trying for third. Smith. Correa will take the out at first, and there are 2 down. Boy, Smith took off, and as Correa was charging that ball hawk, I thought for a moment he was going to try to get the lead man.
I think with his momentum, could have been a tough throw to third base. Trying to get around the runner. I'm sure the runner kind of bowed out a little bit to try to obstruct if he was going to go to third base, obstruct the throw.
Never even gave it a glance. So Smith at third, 2 outs. And now Luis Guillorme. Strike one. Guillorme 2 at bats, 2 strikeouts.
Take another strikeout right here or a sac fly.
Varland ready, and the 0-1, 0-2. That'll go foul. So Vasquez now going to head out and make sure he's on the same page here with Varland.
Call the pros at Plunkett's to eliminate the unwanted pests in your home and prevent future infestations. For serious pest control and peace of mind, get Plunkett's today.
Now Louis will throw that curveball, the knuckle curve, often to lefties. He's going to spike it. Vasquez must block it. Here we go. 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball right side. Lee is there. He'll flip it to first, and the Astros lead the tying run at third. It was a breaking ball, so Houston put the leadoff man on, but the Twins remain in front by 1.
Top of 9 here at Daikin Park in Houston. Twins 1-0. Top of the 9. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the counts and the description of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins.
1-0 ninth inning. Jonah Bride leads off. 0 for 3 today. Still Bennett Sousa on the mound for the Astros. And Bride lofts one to right center. Room for Cam Smith, 1 away. The Twins last won a ball game 1-0 July 1st, 2023 against Baltimore. And currently the Twins have the longest active drought in baseball in terms of winning a 1-0 game.
Wow. You get that from internet stat guys?
I just remembered. Hawk, I was doing the math in my head the last, 3+ seasons here.
Great job, CP.
Now the great Mike Mee all over this one. 310 games entering today, spanning perhaps another 1-0 win.
Good fastball from Sousa. You can see Harrison Bader trying to figure out how did he miss that.
Harrison Bader, 3 strikeouts. All swinging. And Joan Duran, no doubt, hoping for a chance to be back on the mound with a chance to lock it down. He'll have that chance today, and that's just low.
That pitch has been called a strike this afternoon.
Now Sousa's 2-2. And Bader strikes out for the 4th time. And the Twins have struck out 10 times today, 35 strikeouts in this series. Brooks Lee, the difference so far offensively in this game. A right-handed hitting home run in the 3rd inning. Then in the 5th, singled. And the 7th, singled. 3 for 3. He's never had a 4-hit game.
No better time than now. Nice slider from Bennett Sousa. Wow.
Houston has a very good bullpen. It's an entire staff that just tallies up strikeouts. So much so entering the series, Houston #1 in baseball, averaging 10 strikeouts a game. One and 2.
Really good slider. And I guess if you're going to have 2 pitches, a 4-seam fastball and a slider, Usually pair the slider with the two-seam fastball so you can pitch east and west. If you're going to pair that with a four-seam fastball, it's got to be off the charts.
A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Bennett Sousa. As the great Hall of Famer Pat Hughes always says, gives those seatbelts an extra tug. Duran on the mound when we come back. Father's Day and Joan Duran. Good photo with his kids Ray, Amy, and Jacob, and they are cheering Dad on right now. Twins are 3 outs away from a win. And Duran, after throwing 20 pitches yesterday, took a loss. Today, Hawk is seeking save number 11.
He's making his 34th appearance this season. So that's the splinker, the four-seam fastball. He used the curveball, and his new weapon is sweeper. Doesn't use it that often, but he will. Let's see if he can get this leadoff hitter.
Guy you mentioned, top of the game with the Toyota keys to the game. Keep him off base. The Twins have done that today. Pena's 0 for 3. And Duran did not face Jeremy Pena yesterday. Top of the order for the Astros. Oh for 1 lifetime against Duran. The winning run for the Astros that scored yesterday in the 9th inning reached via a walk. It was the first walk Duran issued all month. And now 3-0, and he can't hear. Duran cannot hear pitch count with the noise inside Daikin Park. No, he says thumbs up. Diaz on deck. Altuve due up third.
Let's see if Duran can come all the way back and get Jeremy Pena.
Did not get the call. So a 4-pitch walk and the tying run is on. And Pena runs 14 stolen bases.
3-0 fastball. Very close.
And now the Twins gather. Top of the mound. France holding Pena. Lead defending up the middle, off the bag at second. A lot of space on the right side of the infield. Runner stays. Ball 1.
Diaz put the ball in play. Call at the bottom of the zone. Home plate umpire Diaz. We'll call at the top.
Diaz has hit into 5 double plays this season. Pena stays. The 1-1, 1-2. Joan Duran. Incredible ground ball numbers. Almost 72% balls in play on the ground.
Like our chances for a ground ball here.
1-2. Pena at first, nobody out. He stays, and the pitch, chop foul. A splinker there from Joan Duran. He's thrown 4 straight splinkers. Runner goes, and the 1-2 popped up foul. First curveball, so Pena, he picked the right pitch to run on, and Diaz poked it foul.
Definitely picked the right pitch, breaking ball. 1-2. Diaz protecting.
Astros have had a base runner each of the last 3 innings. So Pena took off last time.
It's going again.
Stays. The 1-2 high.
Another breaking ball just off the plate. See if he can put him away here. Need to string it out to 3-2.
First disengagement for Duran.
He's leaning.
Stays. 2-2. He struck him out with a splitter. And Altuve is coming up.
It's a big at bat right there. Big pitch from Duran, the Twins closer. Keeping Pena at first base. Another guy that definitely can put in the double play lane.
Altuve faced Duran yesterday, flied out to deep left center. Altuve, remember, he got hit on his right forearm last plate appearance against Varland in the 7th inning, and good to go to bat here in the 9th. Runner goes, and the pitch inside, throw to second base is not in time as Lee Smart had to vacate the bat, catch the ball, keep Pena at second. 15th stolen base for Pena. Tying run is in scoring position once again for Houston.
Yep, and we got guys that can run, stealing bases like Pena. And he's stealing that on the pitcher because Vasquez got rid of that ball in a hurry. And Correa's playing so far in the hole towards third base. Good job by Harrison Bader in center field. You can see he was running in to stop the throw if he got past him.
Shows bunt, pulls it back. Altuve entering play today, leading the American League at infield hits with his teammate, the guy that's at second base, and Jeremy Pena. So 2 balls and no strikes, and Altuve as Duran spins off and stares the runner back.
I like that. Just letting Pena know I hadn't forgot about you.
Got the call there.
That ball's way outside. Another breaking ball from Duran. See that ball's off the plate. These fastballs to Jeremy Pena are a lot closer than that.
Pena stays, big lead, 2-1, 3-1. Victor Caratini, a switch hitter, is on deck.
I mean, you don't have to give in to him. Give him anything to hit. See if he'll chase.
Strike two as Altuve helped out Duran there.
Yep, in that situation, you don't have to throw a fastball, break ball down the middle. You got an open base. You can start off fresh with Caratini, but if you want to swing and keep this at bat going, put yourself in a position where you can punch out, I'm all for it.
3-2 to third and foul down the line. Breaking ball, and again, Vasquez, he was set up well off the plate.
We've seen today, Altuve's gotten a lot of sweepers off the plate, and he hadn't been able to not swing at those pitches.
Five straight sweepers.
See that front hip goes, takes away all the
Pena
power.
runs, and it's grounded weakly to short. Correa on the move, throws. Altuve is safe. Pena at third, and the tying run 90 feet away. The winning run is on.
I talked about his last at bat, the bat before last, when he got hit, how hard he ran down the line on the ground ball to Correa, and he was just able to get him. And he does that again. Just puts it in play, soft contact, and he's busting out of the box. Look at him. He's running down first base like a 24-year-old Altuve.
So Altuve is on as Pete Mackey heads out to the mound to talk with Duran. I think the Twins were working around Altuve there. And look at where this pitch was, where contact is made. This is well off the plate.
And look where his hips are. They're in the Twins dugout, and he's still able to make contact. But he saw the speed of the ball, and he was like, I smell the infield hit.
I think he smells contact. Somehow, some way, I want to put this ball in play because that pitch was nowhere near the zone. And Altuve put it in play. And now the winning run is at first base, 2 outs. And here's Victor Caratini. 0 for 4 lifetime against Duran. Caratini 0 for 3 today. Pena's at third. Altuve at first. He stays, and the pitch, a slicing fly ball to left. Castro with the play. The catch is made. Pena tags. Throw comes home. Not in time. It's a tie game. So once again, the walk is costly.
Yep.
And if you're Castro at that point, are you better off throwing to second base? Forget trying to get the guy at home, but don't throw home. And now the winning run is in scoring position. That throw's got to come to second.
That ball most definitely 1,000% have to go to second base because you have to keep that guy at first base out of scoring position.
And now a base hit could win it for Houston.
And Castro usually makes great baseball play, but that play right there, you have to go to second base. You have to.
You sacrifice the tying run, but don't put the winning run in scoring position. And Jake Myers, who picked up a hit against Duran yesterday. Second blown save for Duran this season. Oh, 1 to right center field. Bader in, now angling back. He'll grab it, and we play on. Astros scored 1 in the 9th yesterday to win it. They score 1 in the 9th today. 10th inning from Houston next. Now join us at Target Field on Thursday, June 26th for a fun, family-friendly event at the ballpark, which benefits the Minnesota Twins Community Fund. Catch on the Field gives fans the chance to play catch at the ballpark. Check out the dugouts and so much more. Check out twins.com/catchonthefield for all the information. Victor Caratini sac fly, scored Jeremy Pena. 1-1, so we play Extras today. Twins are 3-4 in extra inning games, and they will see Josh Haderhawk for the second straight day.
Hader pitched last night, got the third, picked up his third win, 2 strikeouts, 1 inning. Feature a sinker, slider, changeup.
Christian Vasquez doesn't show bunt, takes high. Astros corner infielders expecting a bunt. Yorme in at third, same for Caratini at first. Jeffers, then Correa. Brooks Lee is the lead runner at second base. He went 1-1. Vasquez hit a walk-off home run off Josh Hader in July last year. That's pop foul. So Lee at second base.
Key is to figure out a way to get this guy to third base.
Not going to happen here as Vasquez slams down the bat. And the catch made by Diaz. Now the Twins, if you're wondering about a sac bunt, as a team, the Twins have laid down only 1 as a team all year. And it's something in a strategy the Twins just don't do when they're trailing or even tied in the 10th inning when they're on the road. If it's the winning run, perhaps, but not the go-ahead run. It's not the winning run. And Vasquez, no sac bunts this season. Again, the Twins don't do that a whole lot as a team. Ryan Jeffers pops it up, right side foul. And that's going to find the fans.
I like putting a little pressure on the team that's on defense. You get a run at the third base with less than 2 outs.
It's just so rare, Hawk. You just don't see many teams. The visiting team, it's rare in extra inning games that does bunt.
Got to score to win.
Yep, I get it.
The closer he is to home, better off you are. Sometimes.
Inside on Jeffers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Houston will have good speed at second base in the bottom half of the inning in Jake Myers. Carlos Correa's on deck. Twins 0 for 6 today alone. Runners in scoring position 0 for 13 in the series. And Jeffers strikes out.
You know what you're going to get from Josh Hader? A hard sinker, slider. Ball has teeth on it. Really tough on right-hand hitters.
This is Correa's 3rd straight at bat with a runner in scoring position. Grounded out in the 5th, popped out in the 7th. One for 3 against Hader.
God, I would love to see Correa a 2-run bomb right here in Houston. Worked yourself into a hitter's count.
Ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Big gap in left center. And Correa could not hold up. He saw that pitch, but could not stop the bat from going 2-2.
It's a tough pitch coming in from a really tough lefty. These right-hand hitters want the ball close to him.
Popped up on the infield. And Pena will squeeze it, and the Twins cannot score. Cole Sands takes over here, bottom 10, and hoping to push this one into the 11th inning.
Cole Sands making his first appearance of the series, 31st appearance of the year. And you see his cutter, four-seam fastball, a split finger, sinker, occasional curve. And Jake Myers will take his position at second base.
And Cam Smith.
Game-winning hit last night.
Sure did. First walk-off of his career.
An opportunity to second back-to-back nights.
And Sands, first pitch curveball, strike one. On Smith, a single and a walk. 4 for 10 in this series. Sands, the 5th Twins pitcher today, was Richardson, Stewart, Varland, Duran, and now Sands. Myers, winning run at second.
What I've seen out of this young, very good player in Cam Smith, very patient at the plate, going to put the ball in play. He's aggressive at the plate, but he's very selective.
2-strike pitch, grounded to third. Bride backs up. He'll look to second, fire across, and there's out number 1. Runner stays. So Sands, key. The first guy, keep the runner at second, and now it's Hummel.
Oh, Hummel's last at bat, he had the sacrifice bunt with Cam Smith at first base. And he sacked bunt with the 3-1 count. Not sure that's what I would do. First couple pitches, yes, but man, 3-1. Gotta let it eat.
Breaking ball strike. Run expectancy in this situation still slightly favors the team batting. Now the 1-1, 1-2. That one ran in. Cutter towards his hands.
I was sick. See, the ball just never stopped running into Cooper Hummel.
Mauricio Dubon on deck. A ball and 2 strikes on Cooper Hummel. Added to the roster yesterday. Astros losing rookie Jacob Melton for about a month with an ankle injury that occurred here on Friday night. So it's been a busy weekend for Joe Espada. Getting guys in and out of this lineup and on this roster. Astros have yet to lose an extra inning game this season. 3-0. Started, and he went on a breaking ball. Rung up by Mike Estabrook at third base. So Hummel strikes out. And there are 2 down. Myers still at second base.
The breaking ball from Cole Sands, and Cooper Hummel had to show he not swing at that pitch. Swung at it in the 5th off of Simeon Woods Richardson.
So now Sands needs 1 more. Big swing and a miss. Helicopter finish there from Dubon. 0 for 3 today, 0 for his last 15. Owana swinging a fly ball, left center field, hit a ton. Castro back to the wall, and that is in play. And the Astros win it as Myers scores 2-1. Houston walks off the Twins again and sweeps the series. Twins have lost their last 6 games, decided by 1, as Sands was an out away from extending this game. And Castro's body up against the fence. Could not make the play. And Dubon snaps an 0 for 15 with a walk-off hit here in the 10th inning. Hit his glove. Spikes the helmet, and Dubon scores Myers. And the Twins have lost 4 straight for the first time since early May, when they dropped 4 in a row. Cleveland, Boston. The winning streak began after that. And now the Twins are only a game over 500 as they have dropped 8 of their last 10. 2-1 the final. Astros take all 3. Stay tuned. Twins postgame presented by Treasure Island Resort and Casino is next.